Alright, so my first question is, how did you discover the world of sword fighting? Uh, I started fencing in 2010. That's where I started, and then started sword fighting like late 2011. Just as a guest, and yeah, I don't really know. I think I just found it from people I used to fence back in the day, and then just came over from there, and then never went back to fencing. That's about it, to be fair. And if anybody knows, like back in the day, whenever you used to use a guest account, you could like use the Chrome Inspect element to play as a guest zero. So I used to just spam guest zero and that's it until I made this account. So yeah, it's pretty much that. Um, been around pretty much ever since. Have you had any rivalries with other sword fighters? If yes, were they serious or not? Uh, that's a good question. I probably did back in the day. Um, Probably mainly around like 2013 when I made this account, and probably between 2016 were probably my most serious ones if I did have any, but if I do, I forgot them all. Um, I mean, everyone's had rivalries, but they've been like serious or else. No, just not a lot. Never really cared for the beef. Just kind of stuck around, made a few friends, and that's it. Just simple and plain as that. And if you ever talk to me back in the day, you actually know who I am. But I kind of kept myself undercover and under the um, you know, like I didn't want too many people to know who I am and that. So I used to just play with like few friends and that's it. So yeah, never really bothered about beef gone out. But I mean, I probably did. I just forgot them. So yeah, that's just that. Okay, have you ever had a sword fighter that admired you, that you admired by his or her skills, technique? Oh, yeah. There's quite a few. So I'd say Sarkism in Meadows. That guy was cracked. Like he was something else. He just came on the scene and dominated. Um, Probably Imperial Strategist from just pure skill and technique. That guy was mental. Um, Guestly, he's been around a while and he doesn't stop. He's probably one of them. Um, One of the guys that originally got me into sword fighting, which was I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's like Force and Fire or something like that. He led a clan back in the day, around 2013, I think it was, called the Dark Dawn. Probably him because he's just a genuinely nice guy, and he was really skilled in meadows. Who else? Damn, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Windblow, he was insane, especially in towers. And probably the guy who taught me, which loads of people are probably gonna like joke on me for this, but Gabley or Gabley, I would pronounce his name. Even though he cheated in flat 1v1s, like he wasn't bad outside of it, and because people only know him from cheating, from using health in Legiture, um, people clowning him, but like without it, he was actually good. He just relied on it far too much. But there's been like countless times in Meadows where he dropped 20 bombs. Countless times he, won, regular flats out of the places. Like he wasn't that bad. So yeah, definitely him. Probably my duo, Father Oye. He's my best friend in this entire community. He has been for a while. Me and him go back. So definitely him, and I mean in 2017 he was just something else. So yeah, he's another one. But rather than admiring Father Oe, it was just more of a friend. Like, I admired his skill and he was insane, but um, he was also a very good friend, and our come up was around about the same time, mine being in 2016 when I peaked, and him being in 2017, which was when he peaked. So yeah, I've definitely got to say him, but yeah, I'm much more on like a friend, like best friend basis with him within this community. Um, Damn, who else? There's loads. The thing is, there's that many. It's hard to like pick a certain few. But yeah, I'd definitely say them. And if I'm gonna go like, I don't know. I think even like some clanners now aren't that bad. I mean, there's Cyclers. I rate him a lot. I've always rated him. Cyclers and Variix. They are very very good. So I think, I mean, I didn't really know them whenever they first started playing, but as of like more, probably 2020 and above, I'd definitely say them two. I rate them two massively, and they don't cheat either. So yeah, definitely them two, and they're both scrimmers as well, NA scrimmers. So yeah, just them. It's hard to pick a few. Just mainly just them for all different reasons. So yeah, it's probably just them. Alright, what do you think of the current state of sword fighting? Good, meh, bad, terrible. Oh god. Do I lie or tell the truth? It's terrible. It is absolutely awful. Like, if we take it from like when I first started, so I mean I can't really say much for fencing because that dropped off a while ago. So, I'd say from, I mean I started, late 2011, early 2012. So from then we had very good. When classic in and first person in was like a high point. Um, or especially for like since I was playing, and then it maintained like a really like good base up until I think about 2018. It just dropped and tanked. After then, I mean, it risen a bit during COVID, but other than that, I think it's just been bad after like 2018. Um, yeah, it's not good. I mean, the issue with it is that if when you went in a clanning, it's everyone cheats. It's everyone using an auto clicker. It's you know everyone using a fair zone. Like no fort anymore. No open numbers. Or if there is an open numbers, it's rare. Like there's just none of that anymore, which just makes it bad. It just makes every clanning event the exact same players. I mean, scrims are like, I mean, they're dead, but they're probably not as dead as clanning are, from what I'm thinking anyway. But even then, a lot of clanning, it's like always the same players, and it gets kind of tedious. So yeah, it's absolutely awful. I don't know if it's gonna be one of your questions, but I'm gonna kind of give myself a question. But if we're talking about like the best years, I'm definitely saying, in my opinion, was probably 2014 to 2016, because Meadows was at an all-time high. Meadows was popping, and I mean, I think Meadows was popping even 2013, but I'm just saying from my experiences. Um, and even like Flatten was like massive. Like, Flats was still around, even though Meadows was taking over. Flats was still massively around, like playing classic fails and stuff like that back in the day. It was just something else. It was fun. You go against somebody, you wouldn't be cheated on. You wouldn't, nothing crazy would happen. It'd all be fair, and whoever wins, you knew was better. And that was that. Where now you don't know who's cheating or who's using what, or them flags or fast flags, whatever they're called. Don't really understand them, to be fair, but it just seems like everything's just a cheat code, and everyone wants to get better without putting in the hard work. And I mean, there's no real surprise, and this is why the game's dead, because nobody wants to play it because everyone's cheating. So it's absolutely awful. I think it's probably at its worst point now than ever, and I said that last year and the year before that. So yeah, it just keeps getting worse every year. It's just a joke, and then these people that come through that have been sword fighting 2 weeks using cheats on autoclicker thinking they're good. It's just like it ain't it. Even if like someone spars me now and it's just a spar, nobody used to take spars seriously back in the day. Like we'd all just mess around, have fun, like not care whatsoever. Nobody put you on YouTube for having a spar. Where now, people put you up on YouTube for having a spar. Like it's just a joke. I don't know. I think mixed with the people, it's a joke. The people are now a lot more immature and just want a fast way to win, and they don't do anything to deserve it. And these people are the ones that are getting all the attention for being so-called good when they just ain't. Because if they were around back in the day when all these cheats weren't around, they'd be screwed, and that's it. Like, it's blatantly obvious. I don't know. I mean, that's why I've quit so many times as of like recently, because it's a tedious game now, and it's just not fun. It's not good. It's not fun. Like I said, everyone's cheating. So, yeah, absolute worst it's been. And I miss all my friends. Like, all my friends I used to, like, have back in the day. With all them gone, it's just not as fun. I mean, there's some new people that are so cool and that I'm still sound with, but, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, they've all quit, they've all got their own lives and that. I only play when I get bored, so, yeah. And when I'm not working. So yeah, that's that. Sorry, I probably rambled on that question a little bit too long, but that's my bad.
Hey,
What's up?
It's
It's an interview, mate. But 1 minute, yeah?
That's what I have more of than my fingers. What do you rate my avatar?
Like a 4 out of 10.
You mean a 4 out of 10, bro? This is like an epic avatar.
Yeah, come on, Rick. No, you
Okay,
ballot.
coming.
I'm doing an interview. 1 sec. Like, hold on. What do you think of new gens? Have you encountered good or bad ones? Most of them are bad. 85% of them are bad. And I don't mean just skill based. I mean they're just all weirdos. Like, yeah, there's a good 15% that I don't mind, and that's it.
What do you mean by new gens? Like what
New
year?
gens, like, I'm speaking new gens now. I'm speaking like 2015 and above now.
Dang. You must be
But
old.
most of the new gens that I don't like started in like 2022 and above. Like ones that
Oh, I
started 15,
joined in
like ones that started in 2015 to like 2019 weren't awful. And then as the years progressed, everyone's just gotten worse. Just as people are too, like, so many people are fake on this game, like trying to be someone that they're not, and they're just toxic because of it, and that's that. Like I said, there's the odd sound one nowadays, but it's very rare. I don't diss new gens because they're a new gen. I diss them because of their character and who they're trying to be, and they just ain't themselves, so they act up. And then people give them attention because of it.
True. So my avatar is a 4 out of 10.
In your opinion, which sword fighting skill is the most important? Timing. Any day of the week, you can have terrible movement. I have I have terrible movement, but my timing makes me a hell of a lot better than I should be. So yeah, absolutely timing, without a doubt. You can
Yeah,
have
definitely.
great
I know.
movement and bad timing and be an awful sword fighter, but you can have awful movement and amazing timing and be the best. That's what it comes down to.
Mm. What do you think I gotta change with my avatar? So what do you think I gotta change to make it
I know.
better?
Well, one sec, Byla, we'll talk after. I'm just doing this interview real quick.
Okay. Oh, you're
That's it's all good.
interviewing Sword or game? That's crazy. Yo, what's
I
up?
have no idea what you just said. Have you ever participated in tournaments? If yes, what was the most difficult aspect? Um, Believe it or not, I think I've only been in about 3 tournaments. Two of them, I mean, all 3 of them weren't even big, to be fair. Um, I didn't really play in tournaments. I was mainly just a 1v1er, but I could just never be bothered with tournaments because they're always American pings. So my ping was always like 130, 140, 150, so on and so forth. So it was just impossible to play in them. But the ones I have played in, the most recent one I played in was a Meadows 3v3, which I won, which was an ITK tournament, and that was 3 months ago. Because Killer invited me to it, so I was like, screw it, I'll join it last minute. I managed to get a last minute team and we won. God knows how, but yeah, we managed to win it. I think I carried like most of the rounds. The first round we got carried by Verizon because me and I think it was I forgot who my teammate was. I think it was one of the Deathmans. I don't know. I can't remember his name. Off by heart. But me and him were trolling the first round because we were expecting to win it. And yeah, Verizon ended up carrying us the first round, and then after that, we basically me and Deathman we just yeah carried and managed to win it. The other one I participated in was another ITK 2v2 flats one. We got knocked out first round. I went 9-7. Gore 3C went 2-7. So that's how that went. Um, and then there was the odd. I think I joined one Meadows tournament like back in the day. I didn't come anywhere because I wasn't as good as the other guys. Um, and yeah, I've played in the odd 1v1 tournament here and there back in the day, but I didn't come anywhere. But this was like before I was peaking, so um, yeah. And then I just kind of gave up in tournaments, like after I started losing some back in the day, and then just focused on getting better. But yeah, I never really bothered about tournaments, to be fair. I was more like more bothered about playing the game and having fun about it, rather than stressing about it. But the most difficult aspect is, I mean, if you're in like 3v3s and you're expected to win but you don't, I think that and like only takes one player on your team to have a bad round and that's it. So I think more so like even though you know yourself you can do well, it's kind of like relying on your teammates to keep up as well. If they can't keep up, then it doesn't matter what you can do. So yeah, probably just that. In your opinion, what is the most important aspect for the sword fighting community being alive, having skilled players or having a large player base? Both. I think you need skilled players to have people get better, which in turn keeps the people playing. But you can have a large player base because, to be fair, sword fighting does have a larger player base. Like, in
Yeah.
the
Oh,
time
come
games, I
on.
forgot what they're called, steal your time or something like that. Um, and other stuff like that. But nobody's that good. I mean, there's the odd like time play that's half decent, but nobody's really that good. Um, but I think for me, like the sword fighting community being alive for me versus somebody else is two different things, because to me it's having legitimate players in like arenas like this, or arenas like Sword Fighting Facility, or arenas like Auto Duels when that was around. There was a lot of players playing, keeping it alive, and like Meadows as well, and OA scrims. Like that's what it being alive to me is. But yeah, I think it requires both. But I just think, like I say, a lot of people just want it too easy, and they'll cheat, and that's what takes players away from the community. So I don't even think it's just about having a large player base or having like skilled players. It's about getting the cheats out, because then more people will be enticed to play. If the cheats went, I guarantee the player base would be a lot higher, because then it'd be more fun for everybody else, and you know, just bad stuff wouldn't happen. That pushes people away. So greatest memory in Swordfire, when I took over literature originally in, I think it was 2015. I took over literature. What's this guy doing? That was probably the best moment for me, because I kind of took the reins off Gabberly, and then I had Father Oe. He was my second in command when I was leading it. So probably that, and then honestly, I wouldn't even say my greatest my greatest memory isn't even in sword fighting. It was back playing fencing, because I'll admit I like fencing better than sword fighting. Sword fighting was just a little bit bigger, and there was much more players playing it. So that's the reason I moved over. Um, but yeah, my best memory isn't even with sword fighting. It's definitely fencing. I know they're kind of related, but there's slight differences. But yeah, definitely literature, because that was fun times. Or if we're talking about strictly sword fighting, that and playing auto duels OA. I think it was like between 2013 and 2017 that was still a thing. So yeah, probably them two, honestly. And getting sorry, just one more. Getting whooped in a 1v1 by Father Roy in 2017, and him uploading me on YouTube. The video's not up anymore, but that was jokes. It's all love though. I never beefed with him. Yeah, what's your least good memory of sword fighting, or simply a moment where you wanted to quit sword fighting? I mean, I've quit sword fighting a few times. Least good memory. Oh, now you're talking. Probably um, when the clan Dominion Empire shut down. So Dominion Empire wasn't the best at all. We lost a lot. I mean, we won a lot, but we lost a lot. But I had some of my old gen friends that were in it, like Broken Poopaloo. He's a cool friend. So there was him, and then there was a few new gens at that point as well that I was also I became good friends with. We don't talk to them anymore, but some of them changed over time, and as they got more publicity within the game, they started to change, and it got kind of stupid. Um, but yeah, that was the most fun time I'd had in this like newer era. So yeah, when that quit, I noticed that it just, you know, nothing was there that was the same. Um, yeah, everyone was just cool, and it was fun. Like, you know, if we lost, we lost. If we won, we won. It was just all fun. It was all jokes. There was always laughs. Um, so yeah, probably that. And I think that shut down around 2022. I think it was. I think it was around then. But yeah, definitely that. If that reopened tomorrow, I'd probably join back. But I mean, it probably won't last anyway. Also, you're probably typing out your next question, but I'm just gonna say something else. But oh, simply a moment you wanted to quit and explain why. Now, but I get bored, and I mean, I could be playing a different game or doing something else, but I just do this when I'm bored, and that's it. But yeah, I mean, there's been tons of times where I've wanted to quit and have quit because it's just got boring, and I guarantee in maybe a week's time I probably won't be on for a couple of months, and I'll probably stay off, and that's at least a few months. So yeah, like I said, I just come back on when I'm bored, and that's it. It's just boring now, no fun. And maybe I'm a slightly bit too old playing this game now. So I guarantee if there was no old gen still playing, because there's still the odd one, I'd definitely be gone permanently. It's just because like some of the odd people that I like came up with like are still around, and you know it's still good talking to them and stuff like that. Especially more as adults rather than kids, because you know back then we were all kids, but you know now speaking as adults, it's you know it's different. So yeah, that's that. I'll shut up about that question now. What do you think of old gens? Like you? Uh, Once again, I mean, although I like a lot of them, and I like most of them, you know, especially now we've all grown up and that. Um, you know, there was still the odd few that were a bit weird, but as a whole, I don't mind them, and that's not me even being biased either. Like, you know, everyone was toxic because we were all kids back then, but if we talked about then, you know, toxicity is gonna happen regardless. But yeah, I think more so now. If you talk to most old gens now, they won't really care. You know, they just kind of joke around. You know, they're decent to talk to. So yeah, I rate them all. I rate the vast majority of them. I mean, there's the odd few. OG Tali being one of them. I will never like that guy. Didn't like him then. Don't like him now. And he's an old gen. Well, supposedly anyway, but can't stand the guy. So yeah, like I said, it just comes down to which one you're talking to. I mean, like I said, majority of them are alright, but there's still the odd bad eggs, and he's definitely one of them. Like 100% one of them. But it is what it is. He's still salty because he lost me in a 1v1 while he was cheating when we were playing. When I was part of a clan called Cardano. Yeah, he basically just got upset and yeah. I was alright with him until then. And he just gets upset now. But that's him, that's not me. I couldn't care. But yeah, majority are cool. But weirdly, I don't even like the term old gen because like even like old gen, new gen. I mean, yeah, it is. It's just like you know, I don't really care for it, but it's like I think old gens and new gens wouldn't be that big of a term if you know people were just themselves and not just toxic because they're trying to be something else or somebody else. But the reason it is such a big term is just you know it's because of it. It's because of the way people act over a bloody Lego game. So yeah, it's just weird. Byla, what's your favourite sword fighting on the hill sword? That's a good question. I didn't really play sword fighting on the hills other than the original one. I didn't play IV that much, but probably Dark Heart. I'm gonna answer this question because why not? But yeah, probably Dark Heart. It's the only one I can bloody. It's the only one I could use. I was awful with the others. Me too, Dark Heart. Yeah, Dark Heart's good. Dark Heart's crazy. Alright, well I think you answered all my questions. Thanks for taking. No, that's all good. Happy to take one. Still can't believe you're not an alt like, but nah, it's, it's sure you seem